So, I've got a story for you. This is a story about my first concert and the experience I had. It was the Dirty Heads had opened for Sublime. Now, this is a Sublime concert, so there was beer, and I was there with my cousin, her boyfriend, two of her friends. And since it was my first concert, I got to sit in the seats. We only had 2 tickets for seats, and then if the seats got filled, you got to sit in the back in the grass area. So I was sitting in the front with my cousin. We're having a good time. She's of age. She's getting some beers. And, Sublime concert, little puffs of smoke coming out of the crowd. You can see it. And I went to the bathroom. I came back. I'm walking behind 2 guys. Here's the 2 guys. Here's a cop. Walking in the opposite direction. And behind these 2 guys, they see the cop. So they throw their blunt right in front of him. He sees it. He looks down. Nothing. They just keep walking. So, once I get back to the seat, I noticed that when I left to go to the bathroom, my cousin had gotten another beer. Now, before this, her boyfriend said, "Don't drink a lot." And so by this time, she starts getting a little tipsy. And she's just having a good time. She's just like, "Woo!" And I'm just like, "You need to give me your phone, your keys, your camera, your license," because she's just dropping all this stuff every 5 seconds. So I'm holding her stuff, I'm enjoying the music, and she's just stumbling on me. She's falling on me. She's like, "Woo! Yeah, Libby!" And so I'm just like, I need my space. And so we're getting to the point where it's probably 2 songs, and they're going to be done. And she sneaks off, gets another beer, comes back, and I'm just like, oh, she is going to be wasted. So by the end of the night, she's hammered. And I found out that day, she's a very angry drunk. She is a violent drunk. I learned that the hard way. And so concert's over, we're walking out, and it's packed. Everyone's packed. It's shoulder to shoulder walking out. Everyone's trying to get out at once. And so I'm just trying to hold her so that she doesn't fall over everyone. And she's, tripping over her own feet. So she's taller than me, so I'm having a little bit of a difficulty. And I'm just trying to get to her boyfriend so that he can carry her out. And she just starts throwing punches, and she just starts slapping people. She slapped me. And I had to stop for a second and realize that she was drunk. So I'm just going to let it go. But, it's taking a while to get out. So as we're starting to walk out and getting closer to her boyfriend, she launches at a guy standing right in front of us. Pretty tall guy. And she just bites him on his shoulder. And at first he just lets it go. He knows his people just bumping into each other. But she does it again. She clamps on hard, and he turns around and he sees me, and I'm like, I am so sorry. And he sees her, and he knows she's gone. So he's just like, it's totally fine. And I'm struggling to hold her up because now she's just like, and he notices. So he's a nice guy. He helps me out. Once we get to her boyfriend, he takes her. And as we're walking in the car, we had to walk through a fair. And her friends are busting up laughing. They're just making fun of her. And every second she's just like, her boyfriend's holding her back, and she's like, let me at him. And they are laughing so hard. And then finally, when we're just almost to the exit, she sees a petting zoo with some goats and a corn dog stand. And she's like, "I'm hungry. I want food now." And so her boyfriend's like, "Alright, let's get in the car. we'll go get you some food. She's like, no, 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 I want a corn goat. I want a corn goat. And so we're looking at each other like, what the hell did she just say? And she's a vegetarian. So I wasn't expecting her to say corn dog. So we're like, well, okay, we'll get you something when we leave. She's like, no! I want a corn goat. Now! And so we're laughing because we know that's what she said. She doesn't even know what she's saying. So we're taking her out. She finally gets to the parking lot. He lets her, run around free. There's more room. And she starts kicking her friends. And she's tripping everywhere. She's tripping over the speed bumps. She's tripping over the sidewalk. Tripping over herself. And this is probably 3 or 4 trips in. We finally get to the car. 2 friends go in their car. I'm in the back. I'm sitting behind her. And she puts her seat all the way back. All the way back. I'm pinned. I am pinned. I cannot move. If we got in a car crash, I'd be dead. I couldn't get out. And so her boyfriend looks in the back and he's like, you okay? I'm just like, yes, just let's go. Let's go. So we stop at a Jack in the Box. And he's like, alright, let's get something to eat. And she's like, no! I wanna go home. No! She's like, I thought you were hungry. She's crying. She's freaking crying. She's like, I wanna go home now! Let's go! So he's like, alright, let's go home. So we're on our way home. And you know what? It was a pretty good day. I had fun. And he got me a strawberry smoothie. It's pretty darn good. Couldn't fit my legs, but it's pretty darn good. And to this day, she does not remember it. We've had to explain it to her. And she still doesn't believe it. But her name in my phone is Corngoat.